Have you ever thought of life as a beautiful painting, where every moment, challenge, and blessing is a stroke of the brush? Well, just like a painter carefully crafts a masterpiece, God is weaving a beautiful tapestry of your life. Sometimes, when things get tough and quitting seems like the only option, it's crucial to remember that your story isn't complete yet. Each moment, whether good or bad, is a vital thread in the bigger picture of your life. In the Bible, Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 11 says, "He has made everything beautiful in its time." This verse reminds us that God is orchestrating our lives, and everything will come together beautifully in His perfect timing. So even when it's hard to see the full picture, trust that God is working on something incredible, and quitting prematurely might mean missing out on the beauty yet to unfold in your story. Imagine you're planting a seed in the ground. You water it and care for it, but you can't rush its growth. Just like that seed, your dreams and goals need time to grow and become something amazing. Sometimes the best things happen after we face tough times. It's like how a caterpillar struggles inside a cocoon before becoming a beautiful butterfly. In the Bible, Galatians chapter 6 verse 9 says, "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." This verse encourages us to keep going, even when things are hard, because in due time, all our efforts will bear fruit. Trust that God's timing is perfect, and your hard work will pay off when the time is right. Even when things get tough or we face failures, it's important to know that they're part of life for everyone. These tough times aren't there to stop us, but to teach us important things. Just like a seed needs tough weather to grow, our tough times help us grow too. In the Bible, Romans chapter 5, verses 3 to 4 says, "When we face hard times, it helps us learn not to give up. These hard times make us stronger, build our character, and give us hope for the future." This verse tells us that going through tough times helps us become stronger and gives us hope. Joseph's story in Genesis is an example from the Bible. He faced many tough times but stayed faithful to God. In the end, he went from being sold as a slave to becoming a leader in Egypt. His story shows that tough times can lead to better things if we keep going and believe in ourselves. So, when things get hard, remember, they can lead to something better if we keep on going. When we go through tough times, it's important to believe that trusting in when God makes things happen can help us feel less scared. Trusting in God's timing means we can believe things will happen when they should. In the Bible, there's a verse in 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7 that says God gives us power, love, and helps us be sensible instead of making us feel afraid. There's a cool story in the Bible about David, a young shepherd. He faced a giant called Goliath with only a sling and stones. Even though he was scared, David trusted God's strength and beat the giant. When we trust in God's timing, it helps us be strong when things are tough. It's like having faith over fear, knowing that God will give us the power we need to overcome our problems. So when things get hard, trust that God's timing is just right and have faith instead of being afraid. Trusting in God's timing means being patient and believing that good things will happen when the time is right. Sometimes blessings and answers to our problems come when we least expect them. In Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11, it says God has plans to give us hope and a good future. This verse reminds us that God's plans are full of good things for us. Just like Esther's story in the Bible. When danger threatened her people, she was there to help because she trusted God's timing. She did something brave at just the right moment, and things worked out unexpectedly well. When we trust in God's timing, good things can happen when we need them. So stay hopeful and ready for unexpected blessings, knowing that God's timing is always perfect. Continuing from the concept of unexpected blessings and trusting in God's timing, it's crucial to draw inspiration from stories of resilience found in scriptures or the lives of spiritual figures. These stories serve as powerful reminders of unwavering faith during challenging times. They inspire us to keep going, no matter how tough the journey seems. In the Bible, Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1 says, "Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see." This verse emphasizes the importance of having confidence and trust even when we can't see the outcome. Take Noah, for instance. God asked him to build an ark for a flood when there was no rain. Despite the skepticism and the enormity of the task, Noah faithfully followed God's instructions. His unwavering faith allowed him to weather the storm and witness God's promise fulfilled. Similarly, when we face challenges, drawing inspiration from stories of faith helps us persevere, knowing that even when things seem uncertain, our trust in God's plan will see us through. So let these stories of faith strengthen your resolve, knowing that God's timing is always purposeful and trustworthy. Building on stories of strength, it's important to check if our goals match our true purpose in life. Sometimes challenges or delays could be gentle signs guiding us to follow our true calling. It's vital to be open to change and make sure our goals match our greater purpose. In Proverbs chapter 16, verse 9 from the Bible, it says, "People plan their path, but the Lord decides where their steps lead." This means it's important to match our plans with God's guidance. Think of Jonah's story. At first, Jonah didn't want to do what God asked, and he faced difficulties, like being swallowed by a big fish. But when he accepted his purpose, he helped in Nineveh. Similarly, when we face delays or changes, it could be a chance to get back on track with God's plan for our lives. Stay open to God's direction, making sure your plans match your true purpose. Remember, His plan will guide you in the right way. Continuing from the importance of staying aligned with our purpose, it's crucial to understand that waiting doesn't mean doing nothing. Rather, it's a time for preparation and inner strength building. Waiting periods test our patience, resilience, and trust in God's timing. These moments are opportunities for growth and self-improvement. In the Bible, Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31 says, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." This verse reminds us that placing our hope in God renews our strength. Think about Abraham and Sarah. They waited many years for the promised child. During this time, their faith was tested, but they remained steadfast. Eventually, God fulfilled His promise, and Isaac was born. Similarly, when we wait, it's a chance for our faith to grow stronger, knowing that God is preparing us for what's to come. So, during waiting periods, let your hope and trust in God strengthen you, for His timing is always perfect and purposeful. So remember, trusting in God's timing brings blessings beyond our understanding. Keep the faith, stay aligned with your purpose, and be patient. Your story is still unfolding, and in God's perfect timing, beautiful things will happen. So embrace every moment, have faith, and never give up, for His timing is always perfect. Keep trusting, keep believing, and keep moving forward. Together, let's grow in faith. Check out the next video on the right side of your screen. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, press the like button, and share this video with your friends and loved ones.